Samantha, for those of you that don't know. This is my gorgeous friend Eden. We've just done a gorgeous video where she did my makeup, so I'm kind of sad that I have a mask on right now, I reckon. But we'll see, we've got photos, we've got the video, we know how it looks.
Yep.
So, what we're doing now is I'm going to show a bit of the process for doing colour. This can be quite a lengthy process if you don't know what you're doing, but because I do know what I'm doing, I can sort of eliminate the seasons that don't work for you, and then we'll just work off the ones that could work for you. So I'm going to show you how we do the reds, because that is the start of the order that we do. And the reason we do it in that order is that it eliminates groups first. So that as we go through, we're not doing 4 colours every single time, which would make it a really lengthy process. The reason I have Eden in white is that it blocks out all other colours. So if we have any colours interfering, that can change the colour analysis, because it creates a bias. So originally I was wearing a yellow top, but I've changed into white. And I know this isn't my white, but pure white is the best colour for colour analysis. Can I ask you to put your hair behind?
Yeah.
Just so that it's off your face. Because hair colour can sometimes tweak it, because hair colour is changeable. I know that your hair colour is 100% natural.
Yeah.
But for some people, they can tweak their hair colour and it tweaks sort of the colours that suit them. So for example, when I'm blonde, I would wear the lighter colours in my colour wheel. But now that I'm currently a darker blonde, I tend to go for the darker or brighter colours. So these are all of my colour drapes, and we work through these in order.
They're so pretty.
They're so satisfying. So these are all in order, the order that I'll go through, and we start with red, and then we'll work through yellow, green, pink, blue, purple, and then we'll go into metallics. And by the end of it, you'll have a really clear sort of picture of what your colours are and how you can wear them, what you can team together, what you can't, and sort of like how you can make it work for yourself. So, I'm going to put these on in order.
Okay.
We're going to set them there, we're going to take them off one by one, and then you and I can discuss what we think works and what doesn't.
Okay.
Alrighty? So, put that one first. And I will wear this one down. So you'll notice that I'm bringing these up just above the white, so that the white isn't interfering. Yes, white clears out all the other colours, but we don't want there to be a gap between the colour and her skin. That just means that we'll get a more true comparison, so we're not being sort of swayed. And me standing behind her with the white, I'm standing far enough away that it's not in contact with her skin. Okay. So. Do you see a difference?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Skin tone and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A complete difference.
Yeah. What did you prefer?
This one.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but if I put this one back on, her skin is just dragged down. And Eden has gorgeous skin. She's such a gorgeous glow to her skin. So when this goes on and it just drags her down, that's how you can tell it's not the right tone for her. If a colour is dragging you down, that means that it's draining your skin, and everyone has a natural glow, whether it's a warm or a cool glow, which is where sort of seasons come into it. So winter and summer are a cool glow, and spring and autumn are a warm glow. So that's sort of the undertone of the colour. And if a colour is taking that away from you, it's not in your palette. So I'm going to take this off one more time. We'll see the same difference.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. It's just, I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. So we'll see. If it doesn't, that's fine. Just take our words for it.
Trust
I know
us.
what I'm talking about.
Trust us.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the difference.
Yeah, just that
100%.
whole lift. So that means
I
that...
look ill with that colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
So it drains all your colour, it drags your face down, it makes you look older, which is okay for someone younger than us is fine.
Mhm.
But we're sort of at that age where we're like, we don't want to look older or younger. We're okay at this age.
I want to look 23, you
Yeah.
know. I want to stay that way forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just all the rest of our birthdays, 23.
Yeah, that's it.
That's us.
Own age.
So, next one. Again, same thing. I'm going to take it off. If you don't see a difference, that's perfectly fine. I've lost one. If we don't see a difference, that's fine. We can just try it again.
Mhm.
If we don't see it, we can just move on to the next colours. It's perfectly fine. Alrighty?
Oh gosh, yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
Huge.
You just saw that sort of drain.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it just like ill.
And like your under eyes have gone a lot darker.
Yeah.
Which you don't have dark under eyes.
Oh, thank you, but it's concealer. They're actually very dark.
At least she's on it.
It's purely concealer.
But like one thing I noticed with makeup, with people that are wearing the wrong colours, they have to compensate more. So they'll layer more. They'll cake on more, which isn't a good look.
No.
So that's sort of where this whole sort of thing comes into. So we'll take this one off, and then this last one. Compare these two, and then we'll compare this red and probably the orange, and then we'll sort of see where we go from there. Okay. Again, it's perfectly normal if people do get their answer from the first one, but we still go through the full process so that they can fully understand their colours.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, gosh, big difference between
Yeah.
them. Yeah, 100%.
Such a lift there. It just created that glow again. I'll put that one there. So then if we pop this wee one on again. Did you see a difference?
A wee bit, yeah.
Just a wee bit. If you didn't, it's perfectly fine. If you didn't see it.
It's very subtle. Like,
Yeah.
I almost see more pink in my skin. Where I naturally would have rosiness, you see it more. Like, I see it more in this. As soon as you take it away, like, yeah. Yeah.
It brings back
It
that
just
rosiness.
literally, like, the rosiness just comes straight through.
Yeah.
It just goes and then comes right back.
Yeah. So, that is the reds done. I'm not going to give her an answer on what she is just yet, because if you do that, you then bias the client's experience. So what I will do is take out the 2 seasons that she's not. So then from now on it'll just be those 2 last seasons that we were doing, which just means that she'll still get that comparison. She'll still see a difference, but it's not going through the whole sort of seeing herself look ill and then seeing herself looking good. It'll just be seeing those little tweaks between those 2. What I can say is that she has a warm skin tone. Now, I could have told you that beforehand anyway, because she has that gorgeous red hair. That tends to be hand in hand with a warm skin tone. Now, people think that people with red hair are pasty or white or whatever word you want to use for it. But that doesn't mean that they have a cool skin tone. The redness in their hair adds warmth, and that just creates that warm glow. So again, we're just going to go through the same process with all of them. We're going to fast forward this because it may get a bit monotonous for you guys if you're not having to explain it to yourselves. Plus, I'm not going to give away all my secrets. That would do me out of a job. So yeah, we're going to go through all of these. Ada and I can talk through them, and we'll come back to you at the end. So we'll just sort of fast forward through it all, and then we'll see you in a minute. had a little bit of camera trouble there. It died, but we're fine. It's back to life again.
Life.
We finished up the process. I've gone through all of her more neutral colours. I have sort of explained some of her season to her. Eden is a spring. So that means she is a warm, bright. So that means that she gets all the brighter tones like these greens and blues and reds. But she also gets the sort of more neutrals, if you know what I mean. Because, for example, if I show you the autumn brown, the autumn brown is a brown, but it's along the red side. Whereas this, which is new camel, is the spring brown, and it's just a lot more sort of calm and neutral, and it goes with everything. You'll see a lot of like winter coats, or even like Macs tend to come in that colour, or things like that. Max as in the coat, not the computer.
A good trench.
Yeah, a good trench coat. Burberry tends to go more along down that line. Theirs tends to be slightly closer to this shade though.
Yeah.
The slightly lighter shade. Which is slightly cooler. So if you are a colder skin tone, you'd be better sort of going along the grey line. But if you're a warmer one, you're better sticking closer to the new camel. Her metal is gold. So that is what makes her glow and makes her shine. But if we were to put her in a silver, it would just drain her completely. So these are colour fans. So these show you the colours for your season. So this is Eden's season. It's covering your face there. Whoops.
That's okay.
So these are all the gorgeous bright warm tones.
So lovely.
So you've got a lot of those sort of corally reds and pinks. You've got into the purples and blues there. Greens, which I know Eden doesn't wear very much. And then your yellows. So that's sort of that more warmer tone. If we were to put her in this one, yes, it gets brights, but it's the cool brights, and these would just drain her immediately.
Yeah.
So that's why we wouldn't put her in those ones.
Makes me look dirty.
Yeah.
Ruddy.
Yeah. So it makes your makeup sort of look cakey, which it's not.
Yeah.
So when you have such a bright colour like this, if you have the wrong tone of hair and you're wearing the wrong colour, it can still look wrong. So for me, I go for the darker tone. When I am blonde, I go for the lighter tone. So for Eden, because she has that light strawberry blonde, she should go for the lighter tones on these. So it just means they're slightly softer and they'll go better with her lighter features. If, however, she ever decides to go dark, which I doubt she will because her hair's gorgeous, she should go for the bolder tones. So it just means that you're slightly toning down the effects of what it's going to do to your skin. So my features are darker at the minute, so the brighter tones work. Eden's are lighter, so the lighter tones will just complement that better. So, I'm not going to give everything else away. I will, however, fill Eden in on anything else that she wants to know. So, we will say goodbye now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
If you have any questions, pop them down below, and we will try our best. If you have anything makeup wise, go over to our other video and Eden can answer those questions. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back with some more stuff soon. So, bye!
Thank you.